Howdy folks, we're here at Weiss Lake, Alabama. Weiss Lake is another one of my favorite places to fish. Now today I'm going to be targeting largemouth and spotted bass with light bait. Now I caught me some minnows in a creek yesterday evening, and what I'm going to do is target this bluff bank here in Little River in Alabama and try to catch me some. I'm really wanting to focus on spotted bass, but I may catch some largemouth. Now what we're using today is a 6'6" spinning rod. It's a Shimano with a spinning reel loaded with 8-pound test line. I have a 1/16 ounce bullet weight and a barrel swivel. Tied to the barrel swivel I have 10-pound test fluorocarbon line with a number 4 eagle claw rotating hook. It's a light wire hook. Okay, let's hook one of these up and see what we can do. See if we can catch a big spotted bass. Now I have 3 types of minnows that I caught in this creek. I have a spot tail shiner. I have a what I call a creek shiner, and then let me get this. And then I have a sucker, baby suckers. But what I do is take this hook and I go through his upper jaw, through the nostril. I'm not hurting the shiner at all. And let's see what we can do. Elmer wants to catch some spotted bass. He wants to lay off the crappie a week or two, so that's what we're going to do. Let's see if we can have some fun. Okay, what I'm doing, I made a cast towards the bluff. I'm now in 15 feet of water, and I'm coming down the drop of the bluff. Now, I'm doing this to see where the fish are located on the break line. Even though we're fishing a bluff, this is considered a break line. And I'm coming on down the drop a little deeper. Every time I pull it towards me, I'm coming deeper. I always give them about 4 or 5 seconds, and then I do this. I missed him. Yeah. Let's try again. Okay, I got another one on. I'm going to let him go about 8 seconds. That's probably 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to, and I got it. Now that one's fighting, which spotted bass do. They remind me of a smallmouth, a lot. But this one ain't a big one, but you can see how he's cutting up. Pretty decent, but not what we're after. Yep. Okay. That eagle claw rotating hook is a good one for live bait. Or minnows rather. Pretty good spot. Well, this is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Me and Elmo, we want our rods bent. All the time. So, we're going to fish in such a way, or ways where we can keep that rod bent. Alright. Right through the nostril. Find that nostril. That'll keep that bait good and alive. You don't want to overpower a hook compared to your bait. You want that shiner to have a lot of freedom, a lot of movement. I was about to move, but now that was a little bit better fish than what we've been catching, so it's possible that there's a 3-pounder in amongst that school of fish. And that's really what I'm after, is the better fish. Whether I catch them or not, well, that's fishing. But now we're after better fish. Alright, we got one on. Let's see how big he is. Wow. Pretty good spot right here. Pretty good spot, Elmo. Elmo still ain't catching any fish because Elmo's got an ingrown toenail. He's ill again. Okay, let me lift this one. That's a little better spot. That's a pretty fish. I say that a lot in my videos, but every fish is pretty to me. Broad, Alabama spotted bass here on Weiss Lake. But I'm looking for bigger fish than this. We'll see what we can catch, but they're pretty this time of year. By the way, it's January the 22nd. Let's get him off. Now, let's see what we can. That didn't hurt him, it wasn't deep. He ain't bleeding. Just let him go. Let him go. That's a lot better fish. Yeah. Where's that begging? Got one swimming with it. Better fish than I've been catching. I'm expecting some 4 and 5 pound bass, but this is pretty good bass. Here. Here. Good largemouth. Huh. There he is, folks. Let's let him go. But live bait, I catch them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with fishing with live bait. Pretty. I'm after about a 5-pound spot's what I'm after, but we'll see. Let him go. Got one on here. Oh. Pretty good fish. Them fish is deep. That one come out of about 12 feet, 13 foot off the side of this bluff. Largemouth. Largemouth. Pretty colors. Creek minnows. Learn to throw a cast net. Catch your own bait. Don't pay all that money for bait. And by the way, you can get the size that you want, usually the bigger size. Okay. Pretty good. That's not what I'm after, but now that's a lot of fun. Something that anybody can get out here and do. Let's catch an oak. Got one swimming with it again. This fish hit in 12 feet of water, and he's coming to the boat. Pretty good sized shiner, so I'm gonna let him swim a little bit. Let's see what he is. He's a big one. That's what he is. He ain't that big, he's just a spotted bass. They're kind of like a smallmouth. There ain't no such thing as a small spot. Pretty hefty, but he's not the 5-pounder that I'm after, but there he is. Pretty fish. Look at that big old minnow he hit. Fish are broad here in January. They really pack on the weight. Now if I catch one about 5 or 6 pounds, it will be a pretty fish, but that's pretty chunky fish. Let them go. Elmer, there's no need to keep everything that you catch. There's plenty of fish. That Elmer. Got another one swimming with me. I'm gonna let him run about 10-15 seconds. He might be a big one, might be a little one. That's the mystery of fishing. Woo. I believe he's a good one. Pretty good spot. Not the big boy, but pretty good one, Elmo. Pretty. Boy, he's colored up like a smallmouth. Come on. Look at them pretty colors. Along his back. Diamond shaped pattern. Teeth. on his tongue, rough tongue. Just let him go. We're gonna catch that big one, Elmo. Just hang in there. Oh, don't fall. Now look, that was that big creek chub that we put on. So I let that fish run a while because I just knew it was a 4 or 5 pound spotted bass or a big largemouth. And that's what happens. Hey Elmer, look at the difference right there. That shows how aggressive largemouth bass is. He's pretty though. Let's put him back. I tell you what. That creek chub might catch another one. Let's try it. Deep water. That water's deep. Now this is a little better spot. This is kind of what I wanted to catch and bigger, but here we go. Boy, these spots bad. Wish y'all was here. There we go. Now that's a lot better quality fish than I've been catching. Caught it on a sucker, creek sucker. Good spot. Let's release them, Elmer. Let's let her go. Boy, is you gonna catch any fish today? Or is you just gonna look at me and shrug your shoulders? Or